At a recent event, Michelle Obama said, America isn't ready for a woman to be president. So I guess that means she's running. To prove them wrong.
Yeah.
To prove them wrong. Covering my tracks.
Well, as we saw in this past election, sadly, we ain't ready. That's why I'm like, don't even look at me about running, because you all are lying. You're not ready for a woman. You are not. So don't waste my time. You know, we got a lot of growing up to do. And there's still, sadly, a lot of men who do not feel like they can be led by a woman, and we saw it.
We weren't ready. No, Kamala wasn't ready. Kamala wasn't even competent. Later, the conversation turned to what else? White people, where she claimed that during her time in the White House, she felt obligated to adhere to white beauty standards.
Let me explain something to white people. Our hair comes out of our head naturally in a curly pattern. So when we're straightening it to follow your beauty standards, we are trapped by the straightness. That's why so many of us can't swim. And we run away from the water. People won't go to the gym because we're trying to keep our hair straight for y'all. It is exhausting, and it's so expensive, and it takes up so much time.
You know, Tyrus, I come to you. Here's the thing, okay?
I'd just like to say for the record, this is why I ended up with a white woman.
As a spokesperson for white people, I can say black women's beauty standards have never come up in our meetings.
Yeah, no one, okay, first of all, the only thing that made me giggle, she said, was trapped in straightness. I thought of somebody else. But this is just bitter. This is bitter beer face. Like, just to say that the world's not ready for a woman, they're not. They're not ready for a black man. They're not ready for a white man. They're ready for a great leader who happens to be one of those things. Mm-hmm. You just can't show up and be like, black and Scottish never had one of those. I wait your votes, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't work like that. And it's sad that she's saying, I think that she's trying to get canceled. I think she's trying to, like, make some money on this last book, say a bunch of weird no one will ever ask her to be on TV and do interviews anymore.
But white liberals will eat this up.
Well, they do, because it's the only place, and this is, again, white people's fault. She basically said, you guys are assholes about hair, and they laughed and cheered.
Yeah.
Where are the racist white people when you need it? Like, just to stand up, no, we don't care about your damn hair.
But she got 8 years of white people kissing her ass, and she still hates them.
Yeah, it's like...
Kat, I did some research.
Oh, wow.
I know, it was pretty interesting. You know what? It's like you go on the computer and you look stuff up. Do you know who has straight hair? Koreans, the Japanese, the Chinese population has a high rate of straight hair. Polynesians. Are they the same? Look it up. Egyptians, some West Africans. It's not a white standard that's straight. There's a lot of different nationalities.
Have you been to the Jewish community lately?
Yes.
We don't want to.
Wait, are you saying they're behind this?
Saying they have curly hair.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them even brag about it.
Yes, that's true. Kat, what are your thoughts on this complaint? It seems like a found opinion. Like, it's not hers. She just got it from somewhere else.
I don't know. I'm just stuck on the fact that she thinks that apparently if Kamala couldn't do something, then no woman could.
Yes. It's insulting.
I do find it personally insulting, yes.
Yeah.
Because, okay, sexism is a thing. That was not Kamala's thing. That was not the reason that Kamala was not elected. Mm-hmm. I mean, she could not have had more behind her to try to make this work. Remember, as soon as she was announced, everyone was like, let's go. And she just couldn't articulate the reason she was different from Biden or really much of anything at all.
Yeah.
That was the reason.
She raised $1 billion. $1 billion she raised. They were pretty ready for her.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. You know, I love, like, she talks about black women don't go to the gym or the pool. Who is enforcing these rules? Like, I've been to gyms.
Yeah.
There are black people there.
And she's just dropping stereotypes. Black people don't swim.
Yeah.
Whoa, easy, easy. You know?
Yeah, there's a little place called Puerto Rico. It proves that we swim.
Yes.
And she's Michelle Obama. She needs to go away for a lot longer. She's like green beans in the mac and cheese. You know, you think you're gonna have a delicious scoop of mac and cheese, and then there's Michelle Obama in it, and she's gonna say things just to upset your day. You don't really hate her enough. She's just annoying. She's written a book about fashion. She shows up to talk about it wearing a pink cape. What is she, a superhero? Seriously, she's dressed up like Storm from the X-Men, and you just want to hear somebody in the back go, I know I am, but what are you? I've had enough.
So there's another interesting little undercurrent here, Michael, and it's a criticism of progressivism, and that maybe perhaps she was talking about an era when she was in college or in the corporate world wanted straight hair. She seems to be saying that 5 decades or 4 decades of progressivism, it didn't work.
We're coming on 1 decade of hearing about Trump's hair all the time.
Oh, that's true.
Every single day, look at his hair. He wears a toupee. She's not coming to his defense. She got this idea from Chris Rock's documentary about this, and there's a whole big thing about it's disproportionate. Black women have to do this, so on and so forth. No one cared about her hair. They cared about the size of those feet.
Yeah. Do you know, that's why I said to Kat, this is a found opinion.
Yes.
It's like it's not a new. It's like something that kind of stirs around in the fake intelligentsia.
And she's lying. So if a woman couldn't get elected president, why'd you nominate one if you're fighting literally Hitler?
Yeah.
2 women last week won huge landslide majorities in New Jersey and in Virginia. So she's just full of crap. And frankly, if my husband was cheating on me with Jennifer Aniston, I'd be pretty miserable too. If. I said if.
No, you heard it. That's a verifiable fact. I don't know what he's talking about. But you know what? That would be hilarious. Was that in an episode of Friends? Did he show up?
Friends did not allow people of color.
Oh, that's right. There was one. Yeah, that's right. Okay.